Jamie and Claire sat together under a starry sky in Outlander Season 7, Episode 15, but the sepia-toned scenes didn't seem to go with the rest of the story. The Battle of Monmouth, which proved to be devastating for Jamie and Claire, was featured in this episode of the Starz fantasy series. It became evident to this couple during the build-up that the impending battle was different. They had previously faced the British to devise results, but they were about to face another type of doom. Jamie and Claire did not, however, talk about this in real time. As Jamie and Claire, dressed as a brigadier general and a medic, prepared for the battle in Outlander Season 7, Episode 15, written in my own heart's blood, the various scenes would abruptly change to depict the two of them sitting by a campfire under a confusing night sky. The chaos and battle preparation were occasionally broken up by these sepia-toned scenes. Jamie and Claire discuss the impending terror, but it's unclear when and where they are. There are hints, but the Outlander episode didn't provide a definitive response. While Jamie and Claire were getting ready for the Battle of Monmouth, there was no time to sneak away for a brief camping trip. When Jamie sent Lord John to save William, he made it plain that he couldn't go. Before the battle, he would not desert his battalion. We see them together at the Continental camp, surrounded by other soldiers getting ready for the Battle of Monmouth, so their tent under the stars isn't where they slept the night before. The scene isn't set in the past, though, as Jamie and Claire are obviously discussing the impending battle in these Outlander sepia scenes. It's implied that these private moments between Jamie and Claire in Outlander Season 7, Episode 15, aren't actually happening because they're filmed so differently from the rest of the episode, with the sepia coloring. After a few of these moments, it becomes evident that Claire is having these conversations in her head, especially when you consider the incredibly clear night sky. In a way, she is envisioning calm evenings with Jamie prior to their world being shattered. This does not, however, imply that Jamie and Claire did not converse. Instead, these scenes weren't happening in the real world. The purpose of the sepia-toned sequences in the Season 7 semi-finale of Outlander is to highlight Claire and Jamie's deep bond. Claire's husband's words of consolation were as genuine as the worries she expressed to him while they sat by the fire. The two took refuge with each other in a different kind of location while they were busy getting ready for battle around the Continental camp. When they are separated, which occurs far too frequently in Outlander, it's a realm that binds them together. They continue to talk here even as Claire is dying. Jamie sat by Claire's side in the real world and prayed to God to grant her life. But this episode of Outlander quickly went back to Jamie and Claire's serene moment together. In accordance with the second law of thermodynamics, Claire observed that the stars were gradually burning out. Men can make all the laws they like, Jamie said, but he doesn't think the stars will burn out. Before the episode concludes, he says to Claire by their campfire, "The stars will not burn out, and nor will we. They will stay here together even if Claire passes away from her Outlander wound." The Space Between is one of the spin-off novellas that author Diana Gabaldon has added to her Outlander book series. The space between people who have a deep connection is mentioned in this book, even though it doesn't delve into a celestial realm where Claire and Jamie could be together forever. The distance between them cannot break their bond when they are apart. Even as everything around them crumbles, the connection here keeps them connected and gives them a place to call home and safety. This space has been explored more literally in the Outlander series. Jamie and Claire have experienced numerous separations. Since they were not even born in the same century, they have lived large portions of their lives in a world devoid of their soulmate. But their distance from one another has kept them connected. Because of their connection, Jamie was still on Claire's mind and in her heart when she moved back to the 20th century to raise Brianna. Outlander Season 7's depiction of this bond is both intriguing and reassuring, particularly since Season 8 will mark the conclusion of Jamie and Claire's story.